Hey there, this is Katherine McNamara from Shadowhunters, here with DuJour magazine to answer your questions. Here we go.
Great. So we know that you grew up on the Disney Channel. You've been acting since you were very young.
Yeah.
How did you get started?
I never intended to be an actor, actually. I wanted to go into finance and pursue the route of being a CFO or maybe even running my own company someday. But then I was the kid who would try anything, and I was a dancer. So one summer I ran into a family friend who needed a dancer for a community theater show, and I said, sure, why not? I'll do something different for the summer, and I fell in love with it. I knew from the minute I stepped on stage that this is what I needed to do for the rest of my life, and I've never looked back.
Awesome. And I know you graduated high school also at a very young age,
Yeah.
15. How did you balance acting and school?
My entire family's in science and medicine, so education has always been a huge priority for me, and it's always been something that I've placed a really high value on. I also am a huge nerd and I love school, so you just make time for it. And it's all about, finding those pockets of time to get your work done and being really self-motivated and self-disciplined about it. It doesn't involve a lot of sleep, I'll tell you, but it's worth it in the long run.
That's so great. And someone here asked, do you have any advice for someone who wants to become an actress?
I do. Make sure you really, really love it, because it's not a job that's easy, and it's not a job that is glamorous most of the time. It's a job that it's hard work, but if you really love it, it's the best job in the world. So if this is absolutely what you want to do for the rest of your life, absolutely go for it. Chase your dreams and don't let anyone tell you no.
And Cynthia also asked, what actor or actress inspires you most?
Oh, most?
It's probably a hard question.
It's a very difficult question. There's so many amazing, amazing talents. Rita Hayworth, Audrey Hepburn are some of my favorites. Jessica Chastain is one of my all-time favorite actresses. Ruth Wilson, Lena Headey. There's a never-ending list of actors and actresses that I really do look up to, but there's a few of them.
That's great. And you're also the face of Wallflower Denim.
Yeah.
Do you have any top tips for buying denim?
Yeah, one thing I love most about denim is its versatility. You can go from day to night, from casual to classy, to dressy, to grungy, you can do anything with a good pair of jeans. And that's what I always look for when I shop for my own denim, is something that will be versatile, something that's comfortable, and something that fits my shape.
Nice. And I know that you're also an active voice for anti-bullying.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about Girl Up?
Well, Girl Up is an organization under the umbrella of the UN Foundation, and what they do is they focus on young women's education, empowerment, health, and career throughout the world. What they do is they provide the platform for young girls in developed countries to help start their own programs to help girls in developing countries. And that's something that I think is so powerful, because girls banding together can really do anything. And not only are they focusing on the current generation and starting that change now, but they're focusing on inspiring younger generations to start that train of thought and to start thinking on a global scale. And I think that's something that's so important.
Awesome. And on a lighter note, someone asked if you have a pre-shooting ritual, something that you do before you get on set.
I do. I have a few things I do. I get to set, and first I brush my teeth, because my grandfather's a dentist, and if I don't brush my teeth, that's not good. Dental hygiene has been ingrained in me from a very young age. What else do I do on set? I usually get a cup of coffee eventually. I grab an apple. One of my favorite things about this set is the way our trailers are set up. We all kind of convene right outside the hair and makeup trailer, which is sort of my trailer's right across from there. So we all kind of hang out in the morning and chit-chat and go inside the hair and makeup trailer and say hello to everybody and just kind of get warmed into the day. I mean, by now it's our second season. We're almost halfway through shooting season 2 already, and we're a family. So it's going to work. We spend more time with the people at work than we do with our own families. So we've become a really solid unit, and it makes it such a pleasure to go to work every day.
That's so fun. Do you have a hidden talent besides acting?
Hidden talent. I've been baking since I was very young.
What's your favorite go-to bake recipe?
I learned how to bake from my grandmother with my great-grandmother's recipes. And one of my favorites of hers that I love to do is a death by chocolate cake. It's a really dense, we call it death by chocolate cake, it's just very rich. It's a really dense chocolate sheet cake with a fudge icing, and it's just, oh, it's great. Like I said, I haven't made it in too long. I've been training.
Bring some next time.
Yeah, I will. I've been training, so we have to eat clean, so that just sounds like heaven right now.
Elena Rigel asked us, did you record any new music recently?
Not since Shadowhunters started shooting, but right before, over the hiatus, I'd been working on a lot of cool new stuff, and I have a good handful of songs now that I'm going to sort of turn my attention back to when we wrap this first half. So we have a small hiatus over the holidays, and I really want to write some more music and start getting things out there, because I finally found my voice, if you will, as far as music goes, and where I want to be and sort of where I want to live artistically. And I'm very excited to share it.
Okay, so maybe next time you can share all your new music.
Yeah, I think so.
Was there anything you had to do special? I know you said you had to eat clean to prepare for Shadowhunters.
Yeah.
Besides that?
Well, last year we were sort of thrown into the show without knowing the physical toll that it would take and all of the training and everything that we need to get through the show and to do it well and to look like these warriors that we are on the show. But coming into season 2, we were all a bit more prepared for that. So I spent a lot of time in spin classes and training and doing different things to try and get ready as much as I could and finding ways to eat clean that work for me, because everybody's different. You know, you can follow as many guidelines as you want, but everybody has their own way of doing it that works well for their own specific metabolism, for their own specific body. And so moving forward through that, it's a very interesting thing, but I had a lot of time to really discover that for me. So that's sort of what I did, but then we all arrived to Toronto where we shoot Shadowhunters a few weeks in advance. So we were able to start training with the physical trainer, with our stunt coordinator, learning the different weapons, because all of our weapons are brand new this year, and learning all of the things that we need to do to really get back into the shape.
That's great. And so you dress up a lot on set.
Yeah.
Everyone's asking, what are you going to be for Halloween?
I can't say, but because some of the cast is doing something together, and we're planning something that we're all very excited about. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
Great. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Melody Abram wants to know, what's something that you wish you knew when you started acting?
Ooh, something I wish I knew when I started acting is that it's a marathon, not a sprint. And that's something that I continually have to tell myself, because I'm such an uber-driven type A human being that I'm always pushing, always driving forward. And it's true with anything in life, with any career, with any goal that you're trying to accomplish. Take the proper steps that you need in order to accomplish that goal. Take your time, do it right, and don't beat yourself up or worry yourself too much if it's not happening right now, because it's coming. Just have faith.
That's great advice. On set, Shaga MK wants to know, was there any pranking or funny stuff happening?
Oh, there's endless funny stuff happening on our set. I mean, at this point, you know, we have such darkness on screen that when they call cut, we have to keep the levity just to keep ourselves sane. And especially because all of us are so close now, there are no holds barred when we mess with each other. But there haven't been any. Last year there were a bunch of pranks. This year there haven't been any major pranks, and as the one who's usually the prankee, it worries me quite a bit, because I know something's coming and I know it's huge and I don't know when it's gonna happen, so we'll see.
Great, so how can people find you online after this is over?
Yes, so please come join me on the socials, internet medias. Twitter is cat_McNamara, Instagram KitKatsMeow, Snapchat cat.McNamara, and Facebook I believe is official Katherine McNamara.
Great. So we'll take one more question. Everyone put out your questions right now.
Send me your questions, darlings.
Okay, Sabina would like to know, what is the best song to describe your life right now? It's a hard question.
Ooh.
Very big.
Oh, wow. The best song to describe my life right now.
or maybe even a favorite song of the moment,
there's-
something that's
well,
on your
here,
playlist.
let me do it this way. I'll put it in the terms of clarity, because I always listen to a playlist every morning on the way to set, and one of my favorite songs that I've added to it for this season is Rise by Katy Perry. It's very indicative of our season 2 and of where Clary is for that season, so it's fun to listen to on the way to work in the morning.
Great. Thank you so much,
Thank
Katherine.
you. Thank you so much.